Welcome everybody. Hello everybody. Alright guys, look, so you heard how I started the intro I played, right? It was like die slogan, man, you say how, how, and then the song, the song goes, it's Mbale Chimurenga. I miss them. Who misses Mugabe? I sometimes right now I really miss Mugabe, right? But there's a part in this song that Mbale Chimurenga sang which says Va Mugabe vanofamba nemamonya, vanofamba nemagweja. And I thought to myself, you see, Robert Mugabe, aifamba nemamonya, nemagweja. But they akafamba nemasoja. Tayari kutonga so inyike mapipi. Aiti mulafamba nemagweja because gweja rinokusiya kana zvinzvakala. So Mugabe aifamba nemagweja, aifamba nemamonya but gweja rakatadza kumira nemonya. Kufamba negweja chipanga gweja. Ukaona gweja rakazengera kumira pa TV raveka juice rakuti I am sorry. But yeah, wow man, I mean there's so much to go through tonight. ZANU-PF bail hearings, ZANU-PF primary elections especially. But I'll try and do that at the end of the show as the results come in. To make the show more interactive again guys, there's a bottom left button on your screen that says share. Please go ahead and share. If you feel like doing or saying anything during the show, sununguka taura. Last week I said some things, and this is important, I start with this. Last week I said some things about Mary Chiwenga. I had taken it from the Independent newspaper, right? Now, Vangava Farisa, they apologized. I just want to say Karanenio, guys, like I want to say it right now. Karanenio, because it means I want to withdraw my statement because Anduro and Lega Saga Mary Chiwenga, first lady, second, I don't know the second lady, second president, vice president. Second, Murukadzi general, I am sorry. I take everything I say back. It's this legal ganja that makes me do things sometimes, okay? So I realized there are very different types of viewers who watch this show. Very different types of viewers. There are those people who watch with a smile on their face. Like, I want to say, get it out, and I'm glad if you're out there, please just do, click the heart button or something. If you're that person who watches this show and you already have a smile on your face, please click heart so that I know, and thank you for showing me love. I really, this show is you guys. You make everything we do here, so thank you. And then you got those who are itching to tell me what I'm doing wrong. I decided to go through the comments after the last show. There's those people who are just itching to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And if you're here too, let us know you're here. But you came by yourself. Then there are those who really don't like me, but they're here anyway. I guess they find me so entertaining. And they're just begging me to give them a reason to switch me off. Then there are those who watch me and they actually think I'm funny. There's people who think I'm funny and they're already laughing. Like before I've even said anything, I'm trying to say and then there are those who are in a secret relationship with me. The ones in a secret relationship with me? The ones who try to act like they're not watching me. Like there's people who are in such a secret relationship with me, they won't ever say that they're watching. They won't ever let anybody know that they're watching. But every time I go live, they watch. They're like those girls. There's those girls who go to Dubai. Like especially the small house starter packs. The people who go to Dubai. They go to Dubai with their sugar daddy. Okay? They post pictures of themselves and their best lives while they're in Dubai, but we never get to see the financier. Remember those people? I see you. But thank you for watching anyway, guys. I am so grateful. Please do share and invite your friends. What a painfully political week we've had in Zimbabwe. What a painfully political week. Last week I told you we had now entered autopilot because of elections. Not one thing moved in Zimbabwe in this last week. Like not one thing, nothing moved except politics in this week. I mean, Nganga Zese, I told you, that's really fully booked. You couldn't find a Nganga to do anything. But the craziest part is, I started realizing Nganga it is primary elections. You know, the primary elections actually were not able to start today and finish because Nganga this week, I don't know if you guys got to catch it. There was a panel forum with the major political parties. It was hosted by ZESNI, Zimbabwe Election Support Network. This was a preamble of the disaster that's coming ahead. For those who did not watch it, let me give you the summary, okay? Have you ever had a talent show? Talent show, remember when you were at school? Have you ever had a talent show at school where you all had to come and you all had to do a trick to see if the crowd would laugh? So it was you did a talent show, let's see who can make the crowd laugh. Or better still, have you ever had a high school debate? Remember, a Zimbabwean high school debate is very different from high school debates anywhere else. It's characterized with English words that are very unnecessarily long and words like oligopoly, chama pinduza, double whammy, ameno. So this is what this panel was like. That all the political parties and they were given a task, these political parties, and I'm going to go into it just now. They were given a task to introduce themselves to us. Did anybody, if you watched it, just let us know you watched it in the comment section, if you know what I'm talking about. This panel had 5 representatives from from 5 political parties. Now, they all told us what they know. These candidates came and told us what they know. I want to tell you what these candidates do not know, okay? They told us what they know. I want to tell you what these candidates actually don't know. So, who was first? First it was Noah Manyika. Noah Manyika was the first guy up. Noah Manyika is that candidate who is suffering from a Messiah complex. He believes Jesus Christ sent him. When Noah Manyika landed in Zimbabwe, he said, God has told me to come to Zimbabwe because it's too divided and it needs a platform where all parties can work together, and this platform is going to be called Build Zimbabwe. The problem was that no one wanted to be led by a man with soft hands. Okay? This is the big problem Noah Manyika has. Nobody wants to be led by a man with soft hands. So the platform never actually came together. If you look from MDC Alliance to the Rainbow Coalition to Party Aima Street Kids, I mean, no one wants to be led by this guy. But he still goes around, hey, I was in America, blah, 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 blah. But Noah Manyika doesn't know 2 things. Here are the 2 things Noah Manyika doesn't know. One, Noah Manyika doesn't know that he is already a political party by saying there is too many political parties. He doesn't know problem number 2, that the very problem with Zimbabwean politics is we already have too many political parties. This is the conundrum that Noah Manyika does not know. Okay? But you know, he behaves like that guy. The guy anofamba actually don't want to rover steering because they're not gym. You know those guys who think they really can put up a fight. I don't want to rover until I sangana na wakumana when mangoromera. Wakumana wakura waji kintitsana ne mapinya msango. Anyway, Noah Manyika had to come and represent his party because it's so small they don't have a spokesperson. I mean, everybody else said a spokesperson except Noah Manyika because I mean, like this thing, to my party to diki, right as this diki. well. Second, you had Linda Masarira. For the full 3 hours, this girl did not crack a smile. Okay, I like Linda. She's my friend. Linda is the spokesperson of ZANU-PF. She's the spokesperson of the party that is helping ZANU-PF. Let's be real, the only party that has a chance of giving ZANU-PF any headache is Chamisa. But thank God for Kupe Nemadis Nyongoro Ake. Kupe Atori Nemadis Nyongoro Teo Arege Munugana Satanist. But what Linda doesn't know is, every time they open their mouth as a party, every time you open your mouth, you are actually getting ZANU-PF closer to the victory. Every single time. They don't know this. That every time they open their mouth, they're actually getting ZANU-PF that much closer to a win. Okay? So, it's not okay to be angry all the time. You know, when men are fighting, give the country hope. To all the women who are ever thinking of getting into politics, let me tell you this. Men are the reason why politics has become so divisive. If you decide to get into politics and human, give us some hope. Give the country that feel-good thing. Make your case well. Make it attractive. Imagine trying to nyenga mskana nogara angopeka face kubasa kana face ye tragedy. Angori angry. Ungadga sadza ramborara. Sekerera Linda vota ibutone asha. Ma vota avotera asha ngaru votera sekerera yaskana. So yeah, that was Linda. Linda was next. Rainbow Coalition is the Maimujuru-led group. Some guy that they sent. Whatever, nobody listened to him, nobody cares about the Rainbow Coalition, so we're not going to waste time. Simba Makoni came to represent the party, my street kids. You know, I would like to say what Simba Makoni doesn't know. But to my dada to Chembera and to Apea. And I feel like they know this. So there's nothing you can tell them. Oh, my daughter, I'm Chembera like Mugabe. Who's a Mugabe? Something Mugabe doesn't know. I'm a Terera. So there's nothing I can really say that these guys don't know. What is stubborn? Nelson Chamisa sent Douglas Munzora. Of everyone who was on the panel, Dagi can smile. Like Dagi is a highly technical guy who has great understanding of two things. Okay, Dagi understands the letter of the law. And number two, Dagi knows how to explain why they are going to lose to ZANU-PF. Like, what he doesn't understand is when your whole speech is about what's wrong with ZANU-PF, all you're doing is conditioning your mind and followers for a loss. When you speak, Dagi, tell the people a plan. I mean, imagine. I mean, if a guy was macking on a girl, imagine a guy with a scanner. And all you do is tell the girl, so girls don't like me because I've got bad bread. Girls don't like me because other guys have money. Girls don't like me because other guys have power. Are you serious? Girls, this is how you lose your shot with a girl, Dagi. But anyway, I'm watching you, Dagi. I think you smile good. It's sad that MDC is going through what it's going through. I hope at some point soon you're going to have a tete. Because Masaramu Senyu Aninga Batirwa. The show, however, for those who watched it, it really revolved around two people. Okay, so this whole panel revolved around two people. Jealous Mawarire and Chris Muchangwa. What jealousy doesn't understand is when you are asked, what's your plan? Your plan can't be mangarira wamwevan. Okay? Jealousy is like Terence. Remember Terence from last week? Terence from Norton. Jealousy is like Terence. Once one is a baby, jealousy is the guy that will lick the sex tape, okay? That's jealousy. Jealousy will go and lick the sex tape. I guess he's the coupe of ZANU-PF. To all the kids watching tonight, do not be a jealousy. Jealous. The whole time jealousy was just unleashing sex tapes from ZANU-PF. So don't be a jealousy, Chris Muchangwa. Chris Muchangwa. See, Chris Muchangwa does not know that there is actually something wrong with ZANU-PF. Like, Chris Muchangwa has no idea that there is something fundamentally wrong with ZANU-PF. You're guaranteed three things, okay? When Chris Muchangwa speaks, you're guaranteed three things. Number one, he will tell you everything that he has done for humanity. Okay? Chris Muchangwa will tell you everything he has done for the human race. Number two, he will tell you where the country is trying to go. Except in his mind, we are going there. But in Donye, that's just where we're trying to go. But number three, Chris Muchangwa will offend your intelligence. But you will laugh when he does. You know, there's those people who you get insulted and you laugh while you're being insulted. Like, that's what Chris Muchangwa does. What he does not know, okay? What Chris Muchangwa does not know, though. Chris Muchangwa doesn't know. Kuti, mate when you're talking. Okay, Chris Muchangwa doesn't know that. So shipire mate when you're talking. Anyway, but yeah, who else was at the show? What else was at the show? Yeah, Nkosana Moyo. So Nkosana Moyo wasn't there. Nkosana Moyo was not there. Why? Why was Nkosana Moyo not on the panel? I was really concerned about this. Because maybe Nkosana Moyo doesn't like crowds, or Nkosana Moyo arasika, or maybe I share kombi because I don't drive. Or maybe Nkosana Moyo akanganwa kudza kombi kuti mozo lidzikisiro panono hango mirapo vasina zvaarikuita. But anyway, so I thought let me call Zesni and ask Zesni, why didn't you invite Nkosana Moyo? Why did you guys do that? And Zesni told me that they went to Harare Gardens when Nkosana Moyo stays, works or something. And Acie, so they didn't know where to send the invite. So Nkosana Moyo wasn't invited because they didn't know where to send his invite. They didn't know that yeah, anyway, so all of this left me, yeah, watching this whole thing, man, all of this left me very worried, I have to say. It left me very worried. It's as if our country is under some type of social experiment. You know, this to understand the social experiment our country is being put through. If you've ever watched the movie, if you haven't watched it, go and look for a movie called Old Boy. Okay, look for a movie called Old Boy. It's about a man, and this man is locked in a room for 20 years. And when he's locked in this room, he's taught certain patterns, taught with Maxine, the Api Manerun, the Api. He's given very false reality of what's happening on TV. And then when he comes out of this room after 20 years, he has a different or false or corrupted perception of the world. And it's very biased and it's very wrong. So when he comes out of this room, he normalizes the abnormal. This is what Zimbabweans do. Zimbabweans, we normalize the abnormal. Okay? And this is the social experiment that's being carried out on us. And it's not this social experiment is not new. It's a very common way of breaking a human being down. If you study or watch what is happening in North Korea, that's how we're treated. If you study or watch how Hitler treated people, that's how we're being treated. We are being played in a game. So every day what they do is they frustrate us. And they want to see how much can you push the Zimbabwean people before they break. We're literally being run in a game where they want to see what will happen when you push us to the furthest. Our politics has become so polarizing. Our politics is very unforgiving. It's very divisive. And instead of uniting the country, we're adding layers of how to tear each other apart. It remains my prayer that true leadership focuses on bringing us together rather than tearing us apart. As it stands, it doesn't even matter who wins. I promise you guys. Look, we'll talk about elections, we'll get to elections, but it doesn't even matter who wins. We're in so much trouble because the division that is taking place is the real winner in the election. To make it worse, these politicians lie so much. Politicians are having a competition to see who can sell us the best lie. And at the end, one day we're going to realize it was a lie, and when we realize it's a very frightening scenario. It's like when you date a girl or a guy, and then you open the closet one day, and it's not just skeletons in the closet. There's breathing bodies in the closet. There's tokoloshis, there's zebras, panda in the wardrobe. It all comes out. This is what these politicians are setting us up for. Anyway, this is where we're headed. There is no way an election scenario ends well. No way. No way an election scenario ends well. The way the audience enjoys watching politicians fight. Muchangwa agatuka Munzura agatuka jealousy. It's like the audience claps. It's like they're teaching us to enjoy watching a fight. We love to watch a fight. ZANU-PF is going through primary elections right now. It's about fighting. We enjoy watching a fight now. They're conditioning us to love fighting. And then we think we're going anywhere, but anyway, like they say, Chikuru Fema, right? Let's talk about ZANU-PF primaries. You guys wanna we talk about ZANU-PF primaries? Huh? Talk about ZANU-PF primaries? Okay. So there was a lot of talk about ZANU-PF are criminals, ZANU-PF has brought criminals into the scene. Why have they done that? How have they done that? So I finally figured it out. I finally figured out how you got so many criminals running for office in ZANU-PF. It was hard for me to get it, but I finally figured it out. Now first, do you remember when ED freed all the prisoners? Do you remember when ED gave an amnesty to all the prisoners in Chikurubi? Do you guys remember that? If you remember that, just press the like button to let me know you remember, so that you don't think I'm making this fact up. ED freed all the prisoners at Chikurubi prison. Remember that? Right. So the prisoners or the crooks or the criminals were freed from Chikurubi, okay? And then they got an amnesty. Then ED started going around talking to you and me, so don't be corrupt. That's what ED started saying. No to corruption. Now, think of anybody you know who is corrupt, okay? They realize that what's happening here is don't be corrupt. So the only explanation I can come up with for why the convicts are running to ZANU-PF is that the ZANU-PF is the party that can tell others not to be corrupt when inside it, corruption. I mean, the only convicts in the whole country who are not running for office is Kereke, who is aware of rape charges, Gumbura, who actually applied for a special leave so he could come and run, you know, and he got denied the leave. And of course, Temba Meliswa, because he runs in a different party. But those are the only criminals who are not running. Some people don't know what primary elections are. Let me help you understand what primary elections are. Remember when you were at school and you used to have interhouse? Remember interhouse? Interhouse is where you would compete to make a national team. So winning the primary puts you in the national team. Once you're in the national team, you can now go to my inter schools. So primary elections are like interhouse. That's it. Yeah, I guess primary elections is like interhouse. So everybody's running because they want to make the first team of corruption in the country. Because what people don't understand is corruption never actually happens in government. Okay, corruption comes to government. Do you understand that? Corruption does not happen in government. Government cannot make itself corrupt. I hope you understand. Government cannot make itself corrupt because I don't give myself money so that I am corrupt. The private sector comes to government, offers me money, and then I am corrupt. So government don't receive corruption. And you know, you got some of the leading criminals we also who are running in this primary elections. I mean, you've got this guy called Campion. I mean, what an absolute criminal. A bastard of a criminal. I mean, Campion is a guy who shouldn't be put nowhere near the public, okay? Campion should be nowhere near the public. Forget being somewhere near public office. This guy should be nowhere near the public. And then you got Claudine, who came from the UK to run in Harare Central. I personally know Agavara Maria Gaipa. Mazwae, Missy Glodini, Missy Glochi, Chicha. Then I get to but you know, so who doesn't in ZANU-PF? And then there's those my India who are but yeah, I mean corruption is rife in ZANU-PF. This is the first election since is the first election, let me think. Yeah, this is the first time since 2013 that ZANU-PF supporters have been empowered. I mean, Miroma even with ZANU-PF this week, guys, Yanga Chukira, Uganora no Ziam ZANU-PF, I don't know, borrowed the Waram no way at Cliff. I don't know where it field. Yeah, don't wait, Cliff. Miroma Chukira, because there is no better time to eat in ZANU-PF than during elections. If you're a ZANU-PF supporter, I mean, the candidate where I stay even brought me some hoop. I wanted to bring it with me, but I forgot it in the car, and I would hate to put you guys on post. But I don't now the candidates who are campaigning in the area that I am. So it got me thinking. So the people who were removed, remember primary elections, the people who were removed from standing in the ZANU-PF primary election, it got me thinking, how corrupt can you be to be denied access to a ZANU-PF primary elections? Are you kidding me? Huh? I mean, tell me guys, how corrupt can you possibly be kuti warambidzwa kumira in a ZANU-PF election when it is full of corruption? So I said, let me look at the people of Akarambidzwa kumira. So you've got Mbwembwe, who's the former minister of tourism. He was denied the right to participate in these elections. And I said, what could Mbwembwe have done? I mean, Mbwembwe is a qualified criminal, so why would you deny him? Mbwembwe is a qualified corruptist. I mean, Anto Kocha corruption. He's also one of these ZANU-PF doctors. So why would you deny him? I mean, in ZANU-PF everyone is a doctor, right? And their wives. Why would you deny him the chance to stand? Then I got it. I said, okay, you are not allowed to contest in a ZANU-PF election because the only crime so big that you are not going to be allowed into a ZANU-PF primary is Wailuma Wega at the expense of this new dispensation. Mbembu's crime is Ailuma Ega at the expense of the new dispensation. So anyway, congratulations to those who are going to be doing Masadaka tomorrow. The primary elections have pretty much been put on a hold because ZANU-PF is... Remember I told you we're going through a social experiment. They are conditioning us for what's really going to happen in the election. What type of an election do you say we have an election on Sunday but you're going to vote on Monday? Help me understand that. ZANU-PF said we are having elections on Sunday, but you are going to vote on Monday. They are conditioning us for what's happening when we go to the elections. We are going to have elections on July the 31st, but you already voted on July the 30th. Because you know the frustration of going to these polling centers. I mean, I'm hearing bizarre stories from my ballot box. My paper print or my paper Mozambique, my paper voters from Mozambique, completely outrageous things. I took time to go and see some of the primary elections as they've been going on. Of course, you guys know I live in Hatfield, so I was checking that out. Good luck to the Hatfield team. But I also went and I checked out. Where did I go? Oh, I went to Goromonzi West. So Goromonzi is really interesting, right? So Goromonzi West, you have a businessman who owns a lot of money, okay? And then you have another businessman who owns doves. One is a banker, one is an undertaker. So I drove there yesterday and it was so sad, like it was like a really pitiful sight in Goromonzi West. Kwa une mabazi ku doves angawe yashtakura like my supporters Nyasha Matsika. Nyasha Matsika is the guy going out against Ozias Vute who runs a bank. So Nyasha Matsika ayo my mabazi doves. And mabazi doves angasa muna rukukwira because imagine trying to go to a rally and the person who wants to take you to the rally owns doves smoking. So I really felt bad for him because tomorrow, whenever the results are announced, there's two types of people. Kuna squad resadaka, rijeda maira, ekufara utra winner. Then ujeda squad rijeda ranaka butsu, squad rana nyasha. Boys rijeda ranaka butsu, mkitchen. But at least, you know, animal that the doves sikasaka. You know, aga nyura, aga fane stress, aga takoro ena wakua. But yeah, that's some of the things I saw with these primary elections. But yeah, so that's ZANU-PF primaries. Whatever results come in, I'll announce them because I've got someone on my feed now who's giving me real-time updates. So there's a few constituencies where the results are coming in, but as soon as they wrap up, I'm going to give them to you guys just now. Now, we all know ZANU-PF is criminals, but MDC, okay? MDC are about to go to their own primary elections. And yes, MDC doesn't have criminals. Okay, now boom, alright. MDC doesn't have criminals. But do you know what MDC has? MDC has opportunists. Vanutamba OK Grand Challenge. Just so you know, election in Zimbabwe, guys, is OK Grand Challenge where everyone is a winner. MDC, if you saw the picture Kapuda when Chamisa was addressing the people from MDC who want to run for office, Ungakamaka kusiririsa sungana mamororo like come to my opportunity my garden boy kupinda to then so they're not like criminals but they're opportunists. Vanu vanotamba vanu vanofungwa kuti mbobobo ndio inowina election baba mbobobo haibuditse election haiwinwe mbobobo kuti election ibude baba inoda ndarama dzekeshi election inoda kumbofamba kuti una vanhu apa manje and I understand MDC comes from a background where they of labor movements and the legal background. So, but election I will know kukoti. Tokozani kubatwa election no kukoti mutara ne majaji. Aye, wow. You don't win the election through strikes or through court, okay? But we'll talk about MDC elections next week when they actually come. But yeah, but as for now, this week, I mean, the news of the week is elections are the biggest employer. There is no greater employer in Zimbabwe than elections. Elections up yapa vanhu mabasa vekuenda T. ZANU-PF can actually stand up. Like psychology Mazivisa wasn't crazy. ZANU-PF has created 2 million jobs. Because with the MP or with Tori Basa, who voted Tori Basa, so all the voters was Tori Basa because they have salary, sugar, salary, upu, pana blazo, $2 salary, $2. 2 million jobs, ZANU-PF. Meno. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let's see the comments. What else happened this week, guys? What else happened this week? Tell me what happened. SB Moyo, the SB Moyo, Anzi Bechi, Anzi SB Moyo, SB Bay, ZB, we are blessed. Announcer cool. He was in the UK this last week. He was in the UK. Now this man is smooth. If you guys saw his interviews in the UK, this is how and he's like I got manager, so I'm gonna manage soldier, right? So you can see the discipline. I started yes, absolutely terrific. Everything that's happening is absolutely terrific. We're about to build our economy, absolutely terrific. We are going to be bringing in observers, absolutely terrific. Like SB Moyo is so smooth. I mean, this guy is so smooth. He actually made the British forget that this is ZANU-PF they're talking to. I mean, to prove it, you see, just to prove this philosophy right now. I mean, if you look at the people, the number of people who are watching right now, my youth, my party, I'll comment but my youth is ZANU-PF. This is the only show in town. Guys, SB and ED are the coolest politicians in Zimbabwe. ED is really cool at the purpose. Has anybody ever seen ED shouting? ED has got nothing to shout about. And Zimbabwe is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Zimbabwe is open for business. Like, his job is Zimbabwe is open for business. So yeah, what did ED do this week? What did ED do this week? You know, so watching ZBC now is like watching Keeping Up with the Mnangagwas, right? I mean, because, you know, it's the president and you get to see the president's wife and see what they're up to. And they're doing a lot. But I'm just trying to think, what was he up to this week? He went to my post story. Yeah, he went to my post story. ED went to my post story. Just for you to know how cool ED is. This guy went to my post story. I've been involved in politics for a long time now. I have never seen a politician who goes to my post story and does not wear gemens. ED went to my post story and did not wear gemens. This guy is so cool. He went to my post story. I got to pick up my color and keep one in my post story. My post story, I would go and watch him chitema. I want to indicate my post story. So no one to even blame to motor. Because I pick up Blake. My post story, I would go and I pick up chitema. ED went to my post story and he was actually wearing his flag. But it's so cool. He gets my post story, he even leaves them the scarf. So yeah, I mean, ED is a really cool guy. But I can't do my poster. My poster, I just see my poster. Join my so white. The one my poster, I don't pick up my Christmas tree. My poster with an UK in South Africa. But I have a red, black, and color, plague color. So maybe ED just got confused and didn't know. But moral of the story, the coolest politicians of the week is SB Moyo and our president Emerson Mnangagwa. What else happened? Thomas Mapfumo, we spoke about his return, but so interesting. Thomas Mapfumo wants his cars back. H Metro ran a whole headline. H Metro's headline says Thomas Mapfumo wants his cars back. His 5 cars. Thomas Mafumo, I know who are Kuram Dar and go to UK, but let me help you understand something. Tommy, your cars are now like the Toyota Rounds here in Zimbabwe. They are, your car, motor potholes. Like, Mukanya doesn't understand that his cars will damage our potholes. Like, those cars are so old, you shouldn't want them on the road, Mukanya. I mean, are you kidding me right now? Come on, Mukanya. He had a great show yesterday, apparently, but nobody was able to watch it because that's the boys that are not the problem around show Mukanya is people. I forgot to mention it last week. People who go and watch Mukanya's show are people who are not dakwani dorori like cheaper. Dorori waku dakwa kwene unakiwa. When watch the video last week, vana nonaka na emerula watu na emerula wewe. But kwa Mukanya kunakana munhu anatengesa emerula. Emerula yeye inenge istomboripo kana mubawa emerula. No, it's not dark. It's not Shiba. So answer na umburuka kurara chako chipechi. Mimi sikuburuka muno mepo dzatemba dzakunditera. Kwa kuna Nigeria anza avanu by time yakauya Mukanya pa stage na ngwazvambarira zvone kurara. So yeah, Mukanya, your cars, I don't know about your cars coming. Herald ran with a headline yesterday that we have now legalized mbanje farming. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the headline that mbanje ganja cannabis is now legal? Cannabis is now legal. Hold on a second. I want you to listen to the statement. Mbanje is now legal in Zimbabwe. People keep trying to tell me, oh, they legalized it in California, they legalized it in Finland or wherever else they legalized. I'm like, guys, these are countries where people are employed. They legalized Mbanje in countries where people had other things to do. Understand this part of the section. Mbanje has been legalized in countries where people have other things to do. Now it's been legalized in a country where we have nothing to do. Okay? Why this is dangerous? I understand it because I guess now, when they legalized Mbanje, it helps us because, when you're committing a crime, in order for it not to be a crime anymore, make it legal. Because we're going to behavior, my government official, it behavior, chamba. So I guess now it explains the behavior of a lot of our government officials, because who tested this process, right? Before you launch anything to put into the market, David Parinyapo was the man who made the announcement. You must test it. You must see what it is this grade the right grade of Mbanje? So I think squad rana mugabere doraka test a game, test Mbanje ready for market. So by then now you're on the market. But my God, this Mbanje is going to be so abused. Mark my words, Zimbabweans are going to abuse this thing called cannabis. Do you understand? We are a country that has bastardized everything we have touched. Anything we touch, we overdo it, we bastardize it. Let me give you examples. Zimbabwe was given treasury bills. We bastardized it. Zimbabweans were given bearers checks. We bastardized those. Zimbabweans were given our own former Zim dollar. Bastardized that baby. Zimbabweans were then given US dollar. Bastardized it until US dollar was now looking like a rand. That's Zimbabweans for you. Zimbabweans were given project Zeuku. Bastardized that. Zimbabweans were given project Zihuta. Ukoloji bastardize Zihuta. Kumbanje. I mean, this is crazy. We are going to abuse this Mbanje so bad that it's just going to be so outrageous. I mean, think about it. So imagine when the farm invasion starts, right? Because once we're giving you license to farm Mbanje, what happens when people start invading other people's farms? Boys down! Mbanje! Yeah, we've legalized Mbanje. I don't know. We're going to find out how that's going to work. For anybody who wants information on that, I got the DL. I know some people. I've got the supply. But think about this, right? Think about this when you think about the market. There are people There are people who must not be put anywhere near that banje. Okay, there are people who must be kept far away from this banje. You guys tell me some of your examples. Who do you think must be kept away from banje? Who do you think must be kept away from it? Who do you think I can tell you for certain that Grace Mugabe must not be given banje. Like, Grace Mugabe must not be given banje. Grace without banje is crazy. Then you give Grace Mugabe banje, guys. Tinochiona gorerino mutapota zangu, don't give Grace Mugabe banje and don't give Nelson Chamisa banje, because Nelson Chamisa already. I mean, I like Nelson Chamisa. He's I've never shied away from saying that, but already my ideas are going to put on banje, mochimpa banje, no son, and mombe dropo mazda zese zemniga muno mombe zese dropera ko mazda na Nelson Chamisa. So don't give Nelson Chamisa banje, don't give Grace Mugabe banje, give Thokozani Kupe banje. Definitely Thokozani Kuku needs to be given banje. Why should you give Thokozani Kupe banje? Because whatever she's smoking is the wrong grade. I mean, whatever this woman is smoking must be from Mozambique or something. You have got to make sure, do not give Thokozani Kupe mbanje, guys. She already can say categorically when she's sober. You give Thokozani Kupe mbanje, anotishutira mafiri numunika muno muboizi. Don't give him banje. We all shouldn't be given banje. Oh, sorry, I'm shouting. Okay, I'm not going to shout. Until Lumumba, don't shout. Sorry. I think I might. Okay, can I make a confession? I might have gone for a little sample. Might have just tasted a little, just a little of that I agree. And there's an American artist that runs Wizkid. Do you guys know Wizkid? Wizkid. You know Wizkid? So Wizkid wrote on his Twitter, some American artist, he wrote on his Twitter that he tasted this high grade. Guys, once he tasted the high grade until he thought he was a DA. Amanaka kuroba mbanje until you start thinking uri muka emsango. Kuroba mbanje until wakuona uri muka emsango. Boys, don't abuse this banje. Anyway, it's coming, so that's what's happening. This week I've been trying to get more famous on Instagram. So if you guys are on Instagram, please do follow me. I was looking through people's profiles on Instagram. Now, everyone looks very nice on Instagram. Like, everyone looks very nice. A genius is the only person on Instagram who is not lying about the life that he lives. Like, I know the guy. Like, he's not lying about the life that, like, this guy is wildly popular on Instagram. He reminds me a lot of Robert Mugabe, right? Genius reminds me of Robert Mugabe. The two of them, Genius and Robert Mugabe, the two of them, okay? They are the only people who host big parties every year, many parties, where people get free alcohol and free food. I mean, masadaka akawanda pa God. I mean, Robert Mugabe asisipo, but I titira masadaka hobo and would get free food and would get free alcohol. They are so similar that their wives are the only disasters in their lives. I mean, Grace would not let Mugabe quit. Grace would not let Mugabe rest. And Zodwa, ambuya wa genius, and you know what ambuya mukazi. Ambuya wa genius, she won't let Genius live his best life. Like, she just won't. She will do everything in her power so the boy does not live his best life. These guys are so similar that they are both unemployed. Genius and Mugabe are both unemployed, but they both have lots of money. Like, they both have lots of money. But don't worry, unemployed when Maria wanda. Anyway, the point is, follow me too on Instagram, alright? I met a girl on Instagram, and I went into that was my DM. I met a girl on Instagram and I went into a DM. Okay, don't tell my chick. Don't tell my chick. I went into a DM. Now, on her picture, she had a very nice face. This girl had a very nice face on the picture, very nice. And she had all this long hair, wanda. And you know, there's just something about wanda. So I went into a DM and, you know, we decided we're going to link up and we'll meet. Like, people on Facebook get to meet each other a lot. People on Twitter never get to meet. People on Instagram, I think, also get. So I met this girl and I have never been so upset. I mean, I felt so deceived by this girl. I was so deceived. Next time a girl gives you pictures of only her face, guys, ramba, kumiro chama ntumiro picture ye chassis. Ntumiro picture ye chassis. Because only chassis chakabenda. I was going to tumira picture chide ramba ya kumana. I was so disappointed. It was deceit. People, this shit, like the person I saw on Instagram simply doesn't exist. But I say that to say it started getting me thinking about the politics of this country. It started getting me thinking that there has to be consequences for every time politicians make a promise that they don't keep. If a politician tells you a lie and they don't keep to the lie, there has to be consequences. Like this girl, I told her, you're paying for this bill because I don't play that. So politicians there has to be, we must make our politicians sign contracts that say if you don't do the following 10 things, like every party has 10-point plans, if you don't do one of the things on the 10-point plan, we are going to fire you as easily as you think you can fire us, because politicians be trying to fire everybody. So there has to be this contract. But this deception by this girl, like guys, like I feel women deceiving us is punishment for all the deception we've ever done to them. Like the karma to how to deal with women we have ever deceived is Instagram. Instagram is karma to men. Because we deceived women in the past, here's why Instagram. I also tried Twitter to be more famous on Twitter. But people on Twitter keep saying, Acie, you're just bitter because I don't know kwana new dispensation. I'm like, first of all, you're wrong. But second of all, who isn't bitter? Who isn't bitter that Robert Mugabe stole their life? Who isn't bitter that this government doesn't have money for my purity, but it can continue to buy cars for itself? Who isn't bitter? Of course I'm bitter. But I'm not bitter because I'm not kwana. Boys ndakakwana. Ndiri fit. Yeah, so I've got some results that have come in now from ZANU-PF elections. I've got some results that have come in from ZANU-PF elections. Okay, this is good. I've got some results. We're going to go into this. Let me just wait for them to build up a bit, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, but about 9 results. Those who are, is anybody watching from the UK? If you're watching from the UK, press the like button. I want to talk to you guys about something. I need to talk to Zimbabweans in the UK about something. There is something I need to talk to Zimbabweans in the UK. Press the like button if you're watching from the UK. If you're watching from the United Kingdom, press the like button, okay? I came across a show on TV, or not on TV, on YouTube, called Zwags. If you've come across this show called Zwags, can you please click the like button? If you have seen this show called Zwags, click the like button. Zwags. I mean, you guys have to watch it. You have to watch it. I mean, if you haven't gotten a chance to catch the first episode, you must. It's incredibly produced. Like it's high definition reality TV about 2 Zimbabwean women who are the definition of kurarama upenyu wepa TV. Zwags is the definition of kurarama upenyu wepa TV. Guys, both of these women vakaregedzeka. I mean, unoziva vakadzi vakaregedzeka. Unoziva munhu ane unhu hwakasununguka. Vari kupractice unhu hwakasununguka. Ndezve chijoki hazvo, but zvikuitwa neclass. Zvikuitwa neclass. One of the girls, the way color and the face yake ine color imwe the color imwe pane color yane vasikana mazono inenge majuice card net 1. Wamuna ganda rane color nge majuice card net 1. One of the girls have got that color. Nenge Sadari Kenya. Remember Sadari Kenya? Ane face nenge Sadari Kenya. Okay? I don't know what happens to people when they go to the UK. Ukona mazono anonzo go UK vakawanda, but my face name like that complexion is Sadari Kenya. Huh? So she was on a date with this guy. Help me guys, for those who watch the show. She went on a date now, Damage. She went on a date now, Damage. Okay, so this guy, this lady went on a show, she went on a date with this guy called, these very guys, help me, I'm trying to remember her name. Uyimskana anopika machoka. Machoka emabasa o zvinhu mabhandi zvezviri kuona musikana akapfeka unokuziva kuti musikana aenda mabasa manyoro. Ameno ine zvimanekchok zvinhu zvopuwa magrade anenge mabhandi ekarati kuti unongori green belt, yellow belt, black belt, until vanga vane gold belt, vane gold belt mabasa manyoro. So anyway, that girl, I mean, really, when you watch, you guys have to watch it to understand. I mean, the other girl, I'm going to make a baby, do I know my babies? I don't know. My face, I think you want cool. My face, I imagine one of Bonyeti, but you know, so these guys, so this show, Alan's biscuits, Cookie. So Cookie goes, she went on a date with this guy called Damage. Now, why would you ever go on a date with a guy called Damage? And she was so relaxed. I mean, kusunungwa visa. So this guy then left her because this guy thought this was happening in this thing. And I just wondered, if that was a Zimbabwean guy instead of this Damage guy, the Zimbabwean guy wouldn't have left, because Zimbabwean guys are so focused. But anyway, my point is, I'm just saying there's this new thing out. You guys should try and watch it. Zimbabwean guys in the UK, you need to stop lying to women, guys. Like, I mean, the lies that Zimbabwean guys in the UK tell, you need to stop lying to women. A friend of mine came from the UK, a Zimbabwean guy. He says, oh, Ndrongero, Simbin, and then I got some girls over. We're chilling with girls. I mean, chai! This guy was talking to girls. I mean, I know this guy. I've grown up with him. Ku UK anamota. Okay? Ku UK anamota. Zimbabwe anamota. But I tell you, if you ever seen those Nigerian meme films, literally when this guy was I'm like, Jesus! I'm like, Chai! Guys, you don't have to lie to women. Women know in the first 30 seconds if they're going to hook up with you or not. You don't have to lie to them. Stop lying to women like this. I mean, you guys in the UK, take it easy. Stop asking for women. You guys need to ask for prayer. Okay, results, where are we? Oh gosh, and our time to finish is almost also about to get us, so we've got about 6 minutes. Okay, so let me talk about all the other stuff before we get into the results. I understand Kotko Rugby Festival, for those of you who remember Kotko. Kotko Rugby Festival is coming up this week outside of New Year's Eve. Kotko is the only other event in Zimbabwe which is responsible for so many virginities. Kotko, and for those of you who ever remember Kotko and New Year's Eve is responsible for so many young girls' virginities. The only thing I want to ask, and it's important I do this on the show, the only thing I want to ask is please use protection. Please use protection. Those older guys who are going to prey on little girls, I'm convinced just by looking at someone, you can tell who you can tell or over age. So please, girls, practice decency. Guys, do not take advantage of these young girls. Bill Cosby, after 30 years plus, was caught for his crimes. Maybe the fate of every man who has taken advantage of women, every politician, and every man who has taken advantage of women at the workplace, may your day also come like Bill Cosby, because I cannot stand men who harass women. My baby, so I hope one day the women rise up against sexual harassment and it becomes punishable in this country too. However, sexual harassment in Zimbabwe needs to be really defined, because in Zimbabwe there's sexual innuendo in everything we do. I mean, you know what we are. We have these innuendos in everything we do. We need to really categorically say what is sexual harassment. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I mean, we would bastardize sexual harassment too. So we would need to be very clear. But good on him. I mean, and Temba, your day is coming too. You know, people keep thinking, why do I keep attacking Temba? It's not that I keep attacking Temba. I know Temba. I know what he did to little boys when he was a rugby coach. I know what he did to little girls when he was in high school sport. I know Temba well. And when the day is right, I'll come and speak to him. I mean, you saw the video that went viral today. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I mean, you got this white man who's in hospital, a British national in Ireland, who is literally on his deathbed, talking about Temba, literally took this man's company and wanted to rape, Temba wanted to rape this man's wife, and he's talking about it on video. It's on my profile. Go and check it out when we're done. So I really hope you get to meet with your day. Guys, we're running out of time and I really want to get into the results, but may I submit to every Zimbabwean watching tonight? Can I be serious for a second? May I submit this to you? We have made so many errors that have ripped this country apart. And I'm terrified to even think about our future right now, but may the generation of women, since I'm talking about women, may the generation of women leaders rise and get the chance to do the right things that we've done wrong so much. I mean, may there be a generation of women that start stepping up and getting into politics and trying to fix this mess. I mean, ED has an opportunity and he knows it. In 1980, this country had to figure out how to coexist with its former enemies, which was the Rhodesians or the British. We have gotten to a point where we're now butchering each other for a country which will be worthless once whoever wins, wins. The victory is worthless because we're only breaking ourselves apart more. So I really hope that we find a way to work together in the political space. That's my big thing that I want to leave with you tonight. But I cannot end, of course, without dealing with the categories I introduced last week. So we have the politician of the week. This week it's ED and SB Moyo for their trip in London. We have the jackass of the week, the loser of the week, of course, is still Temba. Temba remains the loser of the week. I really encourage you guys to watch this video by Paul Westwood on my timeline and see just the atrocities that have been committed. Next week, we are looking forward to teachers want to go on strike. They are planning on going to strike. Listen, teachers, don't do it, okay? My teacher in Zimbabwe who are planning on going to strike, you saw what the nurses did. Do not do it, okay? We're going to see a lot of ZANU-PF protests. So my teacher, if they protest, ZANU-PF will be protesting. There's going to be Mbanje abuse next week. If you want to know who the Mbanje abuse, just look on your timeline. Your Facebook timeline will tell you all of the people who are abusing Mbanje because of their behavior. But yeah, so the ZANU-PF results are coming in. They're almost all concluded, at least for this Harare. So it looks like a lot of Harare has been done. But I think to avoid going beyond our time, we can actually just do the primary election results. Okay, so let's do this about the results. Let's let all the results come in, and then when all the results have come in, I'll do a show announcing all of the results. That's better, right? So that I don't take too much of your data. Because I don't like the fact that Arbuya and Mamacho are verifiable. So let's have all the data come in and then we do that. Guys, I really thank you for watching this show. I really appreciate you for watching this show. I'm so grateful. I'm so indebted. Thank you for taking your time out to spend your evenings with me on the Lumumba Files. I gotta say hi to some people who I can clearly see here. Minetani shared the video. I mean, thank you so much. Situle Chuma said the video. Thank you so much. Jacob Shamyarira shared the video. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. See, there's that bottom left button that you guys are pressing to share. I am very grateful for it, and thank you. Ruramai, as always, is here. We got British is here. Will Sweeney is here. Thank you guys. It's been emotional. I want you to have a good night. We need to figure out how to get this country moving forward. We shall overcome. Good night, everybody.